Welcome to Nursing Manthra family. Myself Shinsi George, a registered nurse. In today's video, we are going to discuss how to become a registered nurse in Canada as an internationally educated nurse. This video has made as per the request from the viewers of Nursing Manthra. If you are internationally educated nurses, that is IEN, wish to practice in Canada and secure a nursing license, this video for you. This video will take you step by step through the entire journey, starting from your application to the National Nursing Assessment Service NNAS, all the way to fulfilling your goal of becoming a registered nurse in Canada. It is little lengthy video as all steps included, so keep watching. First, we will see types of nursing license in Canada. Nurse Practitioner NP. Those who have master's degree in nursing or an advanced nursing credential with a specialization in adult, pediatric or primary health care along with work experience as a registered nurse or equivalent, you can practice as nurse practitioner, registered nurse RN and registered psychiatric nurse. Those who have bachelor degree in nursing, if you earned your degree more than 3 years ago, and you must provide evidence of your recent nursing practice. Next category is licensed practical nurse LPN, also known as registered practical nurse. You can qualify for LPN license if you have a diploma in nursing. So many applicants are asking if I have the diploma in nursing, I can go to Canada or not. So you can, okay, LPN category you can go. If you earned your diploma more than 3 years ago, you must provide evidence of recent nursing practice. How to get license in Canada as a foreign trained nurse? What are the steps involved? There are total 10 steps are there. Step 1. Determine your eligibility for the province which you select. Step 2. Make WES application if you don't need NNAS report. Step 3. Create NNAS application for authorities if required. Step 4. Pass the language proficiency exam based on your province. Step 5. Obtain NNAS advisory report. Step 6. Register with Provincial regulator. Step 7. Making license application payment. Step 8. Apply for visa. Step 9. Arriving to Canada. Step 10. Apply for jobs. We will see the detailed information about all these steps. Step 1. Determine your eligibility. The NNAS means a non-profit organization that is representing 18 nursing regulatory bodies across Canada, except for Quebec, Yukon, Nunavut and the Northwest Territories. So you can check the NNAS website that you are eligible for the license as a nurse or not. If you are eligible, step 2, create an account on WES portal if you are not doing NNAS. So WES means World Education Service, that provides your credential evaluation for international students and immigrants planning to study or work in Canada. WES, CES, ICAS, ICES, all these things you can choose, but WES will be little more easier process. CES can be submitted if you don't want to NNAS verification in your province like Alberta, Ontario, etc. So this will complete 2 to 3 months. Like British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives, the College of Registered Nurse of Alberta, CRNA Alberta, that is qualifying the RN nurses holding current license in Philippines, India, Nigeria, USA, UK, Australia and New Zealand will be able to apply directly to CRNA for RN licensure without applying to NNAS since May 2023 onwards. But all the application you already, if you already done the NNAS, no problem, you can submit the NNAS advisory report. College of Nurses Ontario, that is CNO, Alberta, British Columbia and Nova Scotia are the best province in Canada which will expedite your registered nursing licensure process. So how we have to do means you have to create your account on WES official website by visiting the site. So WES will do a course by course educational credential assessment ECA report. Submit your application and you can receive your WES reference number. WES reference number should be mentioned in all verification courier which is sending from your college licensing body and employer. On the top of the envelope they have to mention, we have to inform them, okay. So if you need to move fast, use WES service because NNAS will take almost 12 months to complete the process. But WES means 2 to 3 months you can finish it out. College of Registered Nurse of Alberta, that is CRNA, most easy province to get RN. Why means there is no need of IELTS in Alberta. Medium of instruction for the nursing is in English means no need to submit the IELTS score report in Alberta. So no need for NNAS to help, it will be helping for the time saving. Instead of that, WES report is enough here. If you have NCLEX from the USA or Australia, you can transfer within 2 to 3 weeks of this NCLEX report also. Nova Scotia also introduced a streamlined approach for international educated nurses from 7 countries including Philippines, India, Nigeria, US, United Kingdom, then Australia and New Zealand. So registered nurses from these countries who are considered in good standing and a good character will be eligible for registration and licensing in Nova Scotia immediately. So these nurses will not need any additional requirement other than your NCLEX. Next step is step 3, that is NNAS application, National Nursing Assessment Service. Other province who still need NNAS for them, here are the steps. You have to create online account on the NNAS.ca website. So create an online account and you have to pay the fees and start your application. Application fee may be around 650 USD plus taxes it will come. You have 12 months to complete your documentation and submit your application after paying the fees. Provide your identity documents. Submit notarized signed copies of 2 identification documents, including 1 photo ID such as your passport or your driver license or other government issued identification you can submit. Other acceptable identity documents include your birth certificates, name change affidavits and marriage certificates. This NNAS reference number should be mentioned on all envelope and the correspondence. For prompt processing, be sure to include your reference number on all documents sent for evaluation of NNAS. So submit your nursing education form. Send printed copies of the form to your colleges where you complete nursing. So the institutions will have to send the completed forms along with your academic transcripts and course descriptions directly to the NNAS. Internationally qualified nurses do not require a separate educational credential assessment if you are doing NNAS. Like C.G.F.N.S, WES and are not required if you are already done the application for the NNAS. Submit your nursing registration form. Send the printed copies of the form to all licensing authorities where you were registered as a nurse outside Canada. The licensing authorities will need to complete the form and send it to the NNAS directly. Then next document is submit your nursing employment verification form. Send the printed copies of this form to all the employers you have worked for past 5 years. Your employers must send the completed form to the NNAS directly. Step 4. Pass the language proficiency exam. In order to practice as a nurse in Canada, you must be able to demonstrate your proficiency in English or French if you wish to move to Quebec area, except in Alberta. You must appear for an approved language test, IELTS or CELBAN, that is Canadian English Language Benchmark Assessment for Nurses, and you have to meet the minimum score threshold. To take IELTS for nursing in Canada, you will most likely be applying for a federal skilled worker visa, which means you will need the IELTS general training test. To be accepted as a skilled worker, you must have an overall IELTS score at least 7 with a minimum of 7 in speaking and writing sections. 7.5 for the listening and 6.5 in reading. If you live and work in a country where the primary language is English or French and your nursing study program was in one of the languages, these languages, you don't need to submit the language test results. Like if you are working in UK or USA or New Zealand, Ireland, Australia and other English speaking countries, if you are working, no need to do the IELTS. Next step is step 5, that is obtain NNAS advisory report. NNAS will validate foreign nursing credentials which is received and compare them to the Canadian qualifications and other documentations also which you submitted. So NNAS will then prepare a report on your nursing education, registration history and the experience and send it to your provincial regulatory authorities where you are applying. So once you have completed the NNAS application and submitted all necessary documents, you will receive the NNAS advisory report within 12 weeks. Some colleges there is expedite service within a few weeks to receive the NNAS report. This report categorizes your qualification as comparable, somewhat comparable or not comparable like that. So college means same like our nursing councils. So each province college like that only they will say. So whenever I am saying the college, you can think that it is a nursing council like that one authority it is. Okay. Step 6, that is registration with the provincial regulatory bodies. So find out to which province you wish to move. As Canada is a large country, each area have different climate, different culture, language. Whether you prefer the city life with a large population or you need a small community areas. What is the distance from your home country to all these provinces like this? All these factors you must consider. After getting your NNAS advisory report, your next step is to register with a specific provincial regulatory bodies. The regulatory bodies list you can find out in the Canadian Nurses Association website. Most provinces allow you to complete the licensing and registration process online from outside Canada. The entire process include the NNAS application can take up to 18 months. Be sure to start the process as early as possible so you can begin your nursing career in Canada soon after arrival. Step 7. Making license application payment. The regulator will only start the process after they receive your file from the NNAS or WIS for some provinces as discussed before. So at this stage, you need to pay an initial application fee which varies by province and the nursing category. Based on the nursing category, fees will be changed, difference will be there. If your application does not meet the licensing requirement, you may be asked to complete additional education or evaluation before you can qualify. While each province may have slightly different registration requirement, but they generally include following things are there, like meeting the nursing education standards, providing proof of recent nursing practice, that is experience, pass the registration examination. RN license application must appear for the NCLEX-RN exam, National Council Licensure Examination, NCLEX-RN. Okay. While LPN applicants must give the REXPN test, that is regulatory exam for practical nurses. You can transfer your US or Australia NCLEX score report to Canada and you can get exemption from the exam here. Taking a jurisprudence examination. This exam assesses your understanding of the legal and ethical aspect of your nursing practice. Passing language proficiency test, that is IELTS or OET. Then ensuring authorization to work in Canada. You must have the legal right to work in Canada, which may involve obtaining a work permit or permanent residency through the visa application. Declare whether you suffer from any mental or physical condition or disorder that might impact your ability to practice nursing. That declaration you have to fill it out. Then you can submit a criminal background check report. So once you meet all the licensing requirement, you can pay the registration and first year membership fee and complete your registration online. So new update from CNO Ontario, that means College of Nurses Ontario. You will get license fee reimbursement in CNO Ontario for internationally educated nurses. August 2022 onwards, nurses registered to CNO to till now will get the refund of the following amounts, like application for fee for the CNO, that is around 350 Canadian dollar it will come. Then jurisprudence exam about 65 Canadian dollar. Then for your language proficiency test around 300 USD, like that. Then background check around 35 Canadian dollars. NCLEX-RN exam 350 to 400 Canadian dollars. Then your annual CNO membership fees. Then almost 1,500 Canadian dollars you will get the refund approximately. So those who wish to do the process at less expense, you can prefer CNO, Ontario. So those who have issue with the IELTS language issues like that, then you can prefer the CRNA Alberta region. Okay. So step 8 means a Canada visa for nurses. Okay, apply for the visa. There are several pathways for nurses to immigrate to the Canada. 3 ways to apply for a work in Canada. Mainly 2 we can say that. One is Federal Skilled Worker Program, that is through the express entry. If you have at least 1 year of continuous experience working in nursing, you may be able to apply for a work visa under the Federal Skilled Worker Program, express entry. If you are successful, you can apply for permanent residency. Next program is Provincial Nominee Program, PNP. Depending on which province or territory you wish to work, then you may be able to apply for a PNP, which can sponsor you to come work in that area. If none of the above options are not suitable for you, you might want to consider furthering your education by studying in Canada. For visa types and PR details, you can take the consultation from authorized agency as changing the rules continuously for the immigration. Step 9. Arriving in Canada. Once you have your visa and your approval to practice in Canada, you can prepare to travel to Canada and begin looking for a job. Make sure you have enough finance to stay in Canada until you find a job. Even from your home country, try to find an employer through online and get offer letter to practice as a nurse. As there is more shortage for nurses in Canada, if you smart work, and sure you will find out a job. Step 10. Find out a job. Your nursing association can give you the guidance on how to apply for jobs in your province or territory. In general, you will need to prepare a resume and a cover letter for each job application. For resume preparation and cover letter preparation, you can contact Nursing Manthra. Also, we will assist you for this process. I hope this video is helpful to you as a nurse who wish to migrate to Canada. Nursing Manthra agency is helping for application process, all documentation assistance for doing Canada process and NCLEX score transfer process. Excludes visa and accommodation in Canada. If anyone wish to migrate to Canada, need assistance for clearing the documentation and your NCLEX exam assistance, OET study materials, you can approach Nursing Manthra agency. If you need to know more about this, you can read my blog in my website, that is www.nursingmanthra.com. If you like this video, please subscribe Nursing Manthra channel